Thank you, Madam Chair. So I'd like to thank all of the witnesses for being here and your willingness to be engaged in public service. And I'd like to take my 5 minutes to discuss an issue that I've been working on very hard for the past year, and it concerns me deeply. It deals with the investigation into a barrel refurbishing company, Mid-America Steel Drum, with operations in the state of Wisconsin. It has been investigated for various violations, including the dangerous mixing of unknown chemicals and their improper transportation and disposal. OSHA and other agencies are investigating, and while I don't have the time during this 5-minute block to go into all the detail about the risks to which this company has exposed its workers and its community, I do ask unanimous consent, Madam Chair, that articles from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel summarizing the investigations be entered into the record of this.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Mr. Mugno, in April, OSHA cited Mid-America Steel Drum for 15 serious violations at its Milwaukee facility. The violations included the mixing of unknown reactive chemicals and exposing employees to reactive chemical hazards. Audio recordings of the corporate safety manager provided by a whistleblower suggested the violations were willful. However, OSHA declined to cite the company for willful violations, claiming the recordings, just 2 years old, could not be included as part of the current investigation. And this was in spite of the fact that the recordings showed that the current violations were the same ones that OSHA had previously called on the company to fix 2 years prior. The Milwaukee facility received only a $108,000 fine from OSHA, and this fine could be reduced during negotiations. Mr. Mugno, my interactions with OSHA throughout this process have given me the impression of an agency that is hesitant to use its statutory authority to issue willful violations and full fines to protect workers and to incentivize employers to comply with the law. As administrator of OSHA, how will you address this issue?
Thank you for the question, Senator. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with that particular case and that incident. I look forward to reading the record and those things that have just been admitted into record on that. Should I be confirmed, I would certainly look into talking with the career professionals at OSHA to learn the details and the decisions that were made in that process. But without further details and not knowing exactly what's been done to point, I'm a little bit limited in what I can answer you on.
So it's a little frustrating because I know we submitted these materials in preparation of your hearing so that you would have a chance to be briefed on them or read them yourself. So I am sorry that I'm going to ask some general questions surrounding this case then, should you be confirmed. But it is disappointing that you are not more familiar with it. Mr. Mugno, the details of the Mid-America Steel Drum case would never have come to light if it weren't for the actions of a whistleblower. He was a safety consultant at the company. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, Occupational Safety and Health Act's whistleblower protections are really woefully outdated at this time and might not protect him from retaliation. Certainly, they're outdated in comparison to more recent statutes in other agencies. Mr. Mugno, do you commit to studying the current gaps in Occupational Safety and Health Act's whistleblower protections and reporting back with your findings to this committee in order to work together to improve whistleblower protections for workers?
Senator, I would be glad to, should I be confirmed, glad to consult with the career officials and experts in that arena for whistleblower protection. I will tell you that as far as the whistleblower protection program as a whole that OSHA runs for several different statutes, as you pointed out. I am not necessarily familiar with all of them. However, to the ones that you just pointed out, I would certainly be willing to look at it along with OSHA, the Secretary's office, and conferring with you as to what we find, again, should I be confirmed.
And if confirmed, will you commit to working with me and my staff to prioritize this investigation at the agency?
Senator, I would certainly look into looking at all those types of situations, because I think based on what I've heard from you described today, there are concerns there, and I'd like to make sure that they're addressed across the board.
My time is run out.